you're slowly, without even realizing, getting pulled deeper into these rabbit holes and more radicalized until you maybe started using the internet to be like, oh, what are some like ways I can be healthier? And suddenly you're like at the other end of the spectrum, like, oh, everything about Western society is controlled by women and they must be dominant. It's like, it is a really sneaky thing. And I think what is even more chilling about it is that these are very adult topics, and yet Andrew Tate is really resonating with younger boys. Growing up, feeling anxious or feeling like no one likes you, wanting people to like you romantically, wanting to be in relationships. It's something that both men and women go through. But there's something interesting happening with young men where, kind of like what I said, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, that is to not have a romantic relationship or to not have a woman like you, to be called an incel is like it feels like it's a bigger, it's not just, "Oh, you don't have a girlfriend." It somehow translates into, "You are like this, you are gonna be like this forever, you're never gonna be successful." And it seems to be a genuine fear that it's not just that you wanna have a relationship, but that, like, this will be your life will be failure forever. And I'm so curious how those 2 things got linked and, yeah, and why for boys it becomes so toxic, whereas for women it's definitely a part of growing up, but there's no fear that it's like a permanent diagnosis if a boy doesn't like you.